bin hier, große Ehre heute mit Federico Dallocchio, Zeichner von Suicide Squad und auch Star Wars. Hi, nice to meet you here in Leipzig. Tell me a little bit about your background. Have you been a fan of Star Wars before, or how did you come to this?
Yeah, sure. I was fan since I was a little kid, like most people of my generation, and I grew up with those characters. And I think, but for all the Star Wars artists, it's a dream to be working in the stories, in the universe, because it's a huge universe in which you have a lot of characters and you can do not everything you want, but you have a lot of freedom.
Yeah. How much freedom do you have? Because you have a very defined universe. The fans know everything and how everything looks.
Yes, but this book is like 2,000 years before the first movie, the first saga. So there's a lot of freedom because it was all new. The technology was not that ancient, but it was different. So it is a whole new universe. That's the freedom I have. Yeah, I had to design this character, the both billions. So that's the freedom I got from Star Wars. I designed the villains and the main character. So it's important to me.
And how much were you familiar with the DC universe?
DC universe, I like. We all have our heroes from childhood: Batman, Superman, and it took me a while to draw Batman. I started drawing the villains first, like Prometheus. I did a lot of Suicide Squad with Harley, and then I jumped to Batman stories, which I finished last year, which are Batman Unhinged and Batman the Dark Knight, Legends of the Dark Knight. And yeah, it's always like a dream having your hands on Batman and the characters, but I had to wait a while since the beginning of my career. But well, we are here.
Harley is a very good example because she's very popular for all the cosplayers we also have here. What is your favorite character?
She's great because she's not leading the team of Suicide Squad, but Deadshot is. But she is like the soul of the team, because everybody is waiting to see what happens with her. And the costume changed completely to this saga, and it was a huge responsibility because though I didn't design it, I have the very first page in the new 52. The first appearance of her was mine. So in issue number 1, I had to draw her the very first time. So everybody open the book and see that for the first time. So it's a big responsibility, but it was a lot of fun all through the whole story. There are panels when I can tell what happens, but she's very important what happens to her and what happens in other lines of the story. And I didn't know what was, because I got the script and I didn't get the other book script. So I asked for the editor, what is happening in that book? We can tell you. Okay, I had to wait until getting all the books together, but I had to draw her reacting to things that happened in another place, and what's quite important, and I think it was pretty well.
And I had the impression that you, in Suicide Squad, went so far as you can go. There was a lot of sexiness and a little bit and violence and splatter moments. Yes. Yes. Did you go to the limit as far as you could go?
Yes, as far as they let me. But it's not a book for kids, so there was a lot of, there was a limit, but much higher than the usual. And that's interesting because they are villains, so they are the bad guys, so they have to be bad. And otherwise, you like Harley, so she can't be that bad. But you know, it's the kind of yes, his suit is sexy, and yeah, it was very fun drawing it. Was not easy because every single panel, I like to depict her appearance very exactly. So every panel was a tough job, but it's hardly, so it was worth it.
Do you have in Argentina? There's a very big comic culture.
Yeah, great.
And I think you grew up with it. Who has impressed you and who has influenced you?
Which artist? Oh, yeah, there are a lot. I work a lot with Leonardo Manco, which I was a fan, and then I worked with him. I was a fan of an artist called Merigi, and a lot of 80 and 70 artists that worked for Argentina, and then their work was published in Italy, so they were very famous in Italy. And I grew up also with Spanish comic, which are called TVOs, and we got them, and of course some American, but mostly Argentinian and European comics are my influences. If you ask me for some names, my favorite is, I don't know, Brian Hitch. I love him, and every book, every artist in Argentina is my influence because I grew up with them, and the books were just black and white. My work is much black and white. Then we put colors, but I work a lot with black and white. So that's it.
So you had the chance to not only meet some of your role models, but also work with them. So yeah, that must the dream come true.
Must the dream, yeah. And you learn a lot, because one thing is to see it and print it, and another is to see how they do it. This has no price, because and aiding them to do so. That's incredible. That's where I learned the most, working with the great guys that were working for, were already publishing. So that's big. And yes, with Leonardo we worked a lot, and I hope I have helped him a lot. But I have we finished the page, and I asked, please let me keep it. So we print it, and I have it at home as a collector. Okay.
I've seen that there are a lot of young artists here who, at the beginning, do you have any tips for them? How they get into this business, how they can earn money with it, how to get famous?
You have to.
They're watching now.
Yeah. Okay. You have to draw every single day of your life, and if you fail to do so one day, you have to do it double the other one. The next one, and don't be sad if anybody tells you that it isn't a job or it isn't look good. If an editor tells this work is not good, it's just telling it's not good yet. So you just don't get mad, don't get sad, don't get disappointed. You just go home, keep working, don't give up, and the next one, it will be better or not, but you don't know. It took me 10 years to bring it to comics, so don't be and work. You have to work always and try anything, and you don't need to follow advice. That's important. You may ask for any advice you want. Don't follow it, but listen to it, because it can be important. Later in life, you will know which ones worked and which one knows. But everybody has to do it their own way. So don't give up, and keep working, and trying. That's everything.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great. Auf der Leipziger Buchmesse habe ich sie getroffen. Autorin, Schauspielerin und Synchronstimme von. Wir haben einen kleinen Hinweis, aber vielleicht mit der Stimme.
Lisa Simpson!
Sabine Bohlmann ist bei mir hier. Und ist natürlich mir eine große Ehre, weil, wie viele von euch auch, bin ich natürlich großer Simpson-Fan und